We need to be thinking about this as a crisis for democracy.
In a little more than a week, Ohio voters will head to the polls. It comes at a time where some voters question the validity of the process, especially after the 2020 general election. News 5's Clay Lepard takes an in-depth look at voter confidence here in Ohio as we approach Election Day.
The signs are up and early voting is underway throughout Ohio. But will voters show up? Experts agree non-presidential elections typically see a lower turnout, but they also say voter confidence could play a role.
When people believe that their vote isn't going to count, either because of gerrymandering or because they believe that somehow the election is going to be a fraudulent one, then their reaction is going to be, why should I vote? My vote isn't going to count.
A recent poll done by CNN shows 52% of voters are not confident election results reflect the will of the people. And when we spoke to potential voters here at Westside Market, that's about the mix we met.
I have confidence in it. I do. I always did. If not, I wouldn't vote by mail.
I really don't have too much faith.
If you vote, it do count.
I'm kind of afraid.
But we got to keep hoping that they do something. Something has to be done.
The wave of concerns consumes those at Common Cause Ohio, a nonpartisan nonprofit which aims to improve voter rights and participation.
We need to be thinking about this as a crisis for democracy.
Catherine Terser serves as its executive director and says this is about more than just the headlines from the 2020 election.
We can't forget money in politics. And when we see a lot of dark money spent in elections, voters start to get really turned off.
Voter confidence is a concern Ohio's top election official follows closely.
Voting machines are never connected to the internet.
News 5 spoke with Secretary of State Frank LaRose, who reiterated that the state's routine bipartisan audit of this past election in 2020 showed a 99.98% statewide accuracy rate.
Whether your favorite candidate wins or loses, you should know that Ohio's elections are honest. It starts with bipartisan oversight of the process. Everything at the Board of Elections is overseen by both Republicans and Democrats.
Election Day is set for November 2nd. In Cleveland, Clay Lepard, News 5.